何しに来た?
Dariel was still confused about the situation, but he wanted to talk about this amicably. Dariel tells Alanziel not to attack Grand Barza because he is the one who raised Dariel. Then Grand Barza explained that he had realized Dariel was a human since Dariel was a child. Grand Barza couldn't understand why Dariel couldn't use magic at that time. But when he searched for information from some books, he discovered that the human race depended on aura contracts. This is different from the demon race, who can learn magic spells directly. Grand Barza once thought of returning Dariel to the place where he was placed at that time. But Grand Barza couldn't because Dariel would have a hard time living without his parents. Then Grand Barza decided to live with Dariel and keep his real race a secret. Grand Barza apologized for that. Now, Dariel has found his real father. Grand Barza is grateful for being able to have a child like Dariel. Dariel said he was grateful to be raised by a foster father like Grand Barza. He owed a great debt of kindness to Grand Barza from childhood to adulthood. Likewise, Grand Barza owes a lot of hard work to Dariel so far. Grand Barza was able to become the strongest like this thanks to Dariel. Then Alanziel got angry and said he could never spend time with Dariel again. Alanziel understood that he was grateful that his son was still alive. But deep inside, Alanziel still had a grudge against the demons, especially Grand Barza. Childhood to adulthood is the most valuable time for parents to be happy with their children. Time will not be played back. Alanziel didn't know what to do to overcome this hatred and sadness. Then Grand Barza gave himself to Alanziel so that Alanziel could avenge. After all, Beziton had done something heinous to Alanziel, and Grand Barza had to deal with this. Grand Barza advised Dariel must find happiness with Alanziel later. Initially, Dariel wanted to stop their battle, but Alanziel's grudge could never stop. But suddenly, something happened. Marika came and spilled water on Alanziel and Grand Barza. She also didn't want any pointless battles like this. Most importantly, Grand Barza and Alanziel can see Dariel happy with his family. After all, they were the grandfathers of the Grand, so they had to display good manners. Of course, Grand Barza and Alanziel were surprised when they found out that Dariel's child was cute like this. Then Dariel said that Grand Barza had to stay alive for Dariel's happiness. Dariel also apologized to Alanziel because his time with Dariel wasn't what it used to be. But in exchange, Alanziel can still spend as much time with Grand as he wants. After hearing that, Alanziel felt calm and grateful that Dariel had such a cute child. Then Dariel thanked Marika for coming to help him. Dariel is grateful to be married to a caring girl like Marika. After hearing that, Marika was pleased because Dariel rarely said such romantic things. In the Demon Nation, Bashibaza visits the restaurant as usual. Bashibaza's strategy for killing the hero is complete, and he will have a party tonight. But Bashibaza saw no one there. Then the restaurant maid said Grand Barza ordered the Demon King to fire Bashibaza from the Heavenly King. So Bashibaza has no more power, and people don't want to come to Bashibaza's parties. No one believes Bashibaza anymore. Bashibaza has been wreaking havoc in the Demon Nation, from the citizen job salary system, Mithril Mines, Demon King Army, etc. If Dariel was in the Demon Nation, surely he could reverse this situation. Upon hearing this, Bashibaza was furious and would kill Dariel with this new power that Bashibaza had learned. He will make Dariel suffer, just like Bashibaza has experienced since long ago. Marika immediately treated Dariel's wounds. Then Alanziel and Grand Barza played with the adorable Grand. Even Grand Barza and Alanziel fought over Grand and wanted to play with him. Grand Barza is happy because Grand looked just like Dariel when he was a baby. Meanwhile, Alanziel felt Grand could be a great adventure like him and Dariel. But suddenly, Grand Barza and Alanziel got into a fight because of their own emotions. They even bickered over the issue of Grand's name. Alanziel wants Dariel to name his son Alanbaza, but Dariel couldn't do it. Then, Grand cried because his diaper was wet, and Marika would change it. Shortly after, Dariel received a magical communication from Rizit. Dariel apologizes to him if there is a lot of noise now. Then Grand wanted to talk to Rizit as usual. Grand reported to Rizit that there were two bearded grandfathers who were bothering Grand. After hearing that, Rizit asked Dariel to give one of the bearded guys this magic communication device. Rizit would not spare anyone who bullied his beloved Grand. Rizit introduced himself to Grand Barza and Alanziel. Then Grand Barza also introduced himself as a former Heavenly King. Grand Barza was jealous because Rizit seemed to be very friendly with Grand. so Grand Barza would speak about this directly to Rizet later in the demon castle. Then Marika served dinner for them. Dariel also brought wine for his father. Then the three people turned towards Dariel because Dariel said father in front of them. Dariel is careless because they are Dariel's father throughout his life. Maybe Dariel would call their names. Anvil looks scared because two people who have great power are beside him. Even his wooden cup broke after they were toasting. When they were drunk, they started telling each other about Dariel. Well, Dariel was a little embarrassed listening to his own story. Alanzil still envies Grand Barza because he can have many memories with Dariel. Grand Barza apologized because he had stolen those memories from Alanzil. Then Alanzil forgave Grand Barza. He also thanked Grand Barza for taking such good care of Dariel. Dariel has grown into the strong man he is now. After dinner, Dariel, a good husband who loves Marika, helps clean up the kitchen dishes as usual. Marika is worried about Dariel because he should just rest. Dariel also still looks in pain after receiving Alanzil's attack. After washing the dishes, Marika took Dariel to their room to treat his wound again. Marika scolded Dariel a bit because he pushed himself too hard against Alanzil. If Alanzil wasn't Dariel's father, Marika would have knocked him. Dariel should have thought of another way so that Alanzil could understand this situation. Even so, Marika was happy because Dariel had tried hard to protect everything precious to him. Dariel's kindness made Marika love Dariel from the beginning of their meeting. Then Marika returned to the kitchen to help her mother, and Dariel looked after Grand while eating his snacks. Then Dariel felt the wind power suddenly. It turned out that Zebiantist had come there to chat briefly with Dariel. Zebiantist is worried about Dariel's body condition. Dariel said that he was fine. Then they were silent for a moment. In Dariel's mind, he understood that Zebiantist must still be frightened by Alanzil's power. But Dariel hoped Zebiantist didn't hate the human race because of this incident. Then Zebiantist blushed and said Dariel was brave enough to say romantic things earlier. Dariel had already said that he would be hurt if he lost Zebiantist. That means Dariel also loves her even though Dariel already has a wife. Of course, Dariel was surprised because Zebiantist had misunderstood. But Zebiantist still thinks that Dariel's words indirectly declare love for her. Because of that, Zebiantist wanted to think about this first and leave there immediately. Of course, Dariel was worried because he didn't have any meaning from those romantic words. In Zebiantist's mind, she just wanted to make a joke on Dariel. Zebiantist has indeed become interested in Dariel now because Dariel struggled to protect her earlier. But Zebiantist doesn't want to destroy other people's family relationships. So it's better for Zebiantist to keep pranking Dariel just to see his funny reaction. The next day, they ate together peacefully and happily. After that, Rady wanted to train with Alanzil again like yesterday. Of course, Dariel is curious, do you still want to kill the demon lord? Alanzil has healed his heartache a little, and Rady also has a demon friend like Zebiantist. After all, why did the human race have a mission to kill the demon lord? Alanzil explained that the demon lord was the source of the calamity in this world. If the demon lord is killed, calamity will stop threatening humanity. Then a new era was created, and the world became peaceful. The demon lord is a special demon, wise and powerful. The Central Guild also has other goals. They form a party of heroes to master the demon lord's magic power. Then humans could evolve to become stronger in the future. The demon lord has already blessed magic power on the demons, so the Central Guild wants to kill the demon lord to gain more magic power. Then Dariel and Grand Barza gave an important piece of information to Alanzil and Rady. In historical legends, the demon lord did bless the other demons with magic power, but that history is uncertain. Not a single demon wanted to ask the demon lord about this directly. After all, the calamity wouldn't occur if there weren't demons controlling it. After hearing that, Rady felt a discrepancy in their story compared to the Central Guild's plan. Then Grand Barza and Dariel explained again that the demon lord never left the castle. He was always in his room and never fought with anyone. Grand Barza had served the demon lord for many years, and many previous generations of heavenly kings had said the same thing. That means the demon lord never dies and has lived since ancient times. There is no other demon lord. Not even the demon lord's bloodline exists. There is only one demon lord in this world. There's no way the demon lord could use calamity magic that could destroy the world. If the demon lord had such intentions, the human race would not have lived up to now, and this world must have been ruled by a lone demon lord long ago. Of course, Rady was surprised after hearing their explanation. Then Alanziel wished Rady had withdrawn her intention to kill the Demon Lord. Alanziel finally understood that the Central Guild's mission was based on humanity's greed for power. Alanziel wouldn't blame Rady or report anything bad to the Central Guild later, but Alanziel was certain that the Central Guild would continue this Demon Lord assassination mission. After hearing that, Rady's target changed. She was still carrying out the Central Guild's mission. Then Rady will speak directly to the Demon Lord. After that, she used her hero title to report the truth about the Demon Lord at the Central Guild. So Rady still trains her combat and physique to achieve that goal. After hearing that, Dariel was relieved that all these events were going according to his wishes. And suddenly, Fitbitten reported emergency information to Dariel. The Mithril mine situation became very chaotic due to the attacks from the monsters. Then Dariel ordered Gashida to gather the adventurers and form an army as soon as possible. Dariel also enlists the help of Zebiantist's wind magic to bring Dariel, Grandbarza, Alanziel, Fitbitten, and Rady's party to the Mithril mine. When they got there, they were surprised because it was their first time seeing such a dragon monster. Then they help the workers there first. The workers also say that the knockers are still trapped in the mine. Upon hearing that, Dariel immediately rushed over there to check the condition of the knockers.